everyone and welcome back to the course only here on YouTube. So make sure you hit that subscribe button if you want to have these on a weekly basis. Now, in today's video, we're going to speak about a very exciting topic, which I think many of you might have. You might have the belief that, is the stock market risky? And the answer is, for most people, yes, but it's not really. Let me ask you this question. Is driving a car risky? Is driving a car risky for a 4-year-old? You would probably say, yes, then it is quite risky for a 4-year-old. They have no license, they have never seen a car, and now you're driving it. And they're probably gonna what? Crash. And how about for you? Is it risky for you? Well, it depends on how old you are, but if you have a license, if you have been driving for a year or two, is it risky to drive? Not really. It's not the car that is risky. It's not the vehicle that is risky. It's the driver. Does that make sense? Because it's the exact same thing for investing in stocks. Now, let me ask you this. So, there were 2 golden rules, right? So the only thing that is risky, we're going to go into the golden rules in a moment, but the only thing that is risky is this, right? This is what's risky with trading and investing. It's you. You're risky. It's not the market. It's not the, driving. It's because we don't have financial education. We didn't get financial education in school, if that makes sense. So you need to learn it. You need to learn a strategy. So if you have a strategy, it's not risky anymore. In UK, you drive on the left side of the road. You need to follow the rules. Stop when there's a red light. If you follow the rules and you have the speed limit, it's not really that risky. But if you don't follow the rules, oh my lord, it's gonna be risky, isn't it? So it's the exact same thing with investing in the stock market or even trading in the stock market, as long as you have rules. So this is what we do, for example. Just to give you an example here, we know beforehand, right? So when you enter a trade, you need to have a certain amount of parts to your strategy. We're gonna get into the strategy later, but if you have these, it's not risky. You need to know when to enter. That's number 1. Make sure you write this down. You need to know when to enter. All right? And you need, number 2, know when to exit. Right? So exit with a loss. And that sounds strange, but you need to know this beforehand. It's too late afterwards. You need to know this beforehand. Number 3, exit with, right? Let's see, with profit. So I hope that makes sense for you. So these are some of the aspects. We're going to cover the rest in the coming videos, but you need to know these things. If you don't know these, you will lose money. That's how simple it is. So let me give you an example here. You could have a strategy. Let me actually flip this over. So you could actually have a strategy like this, all right? So if it looks like this, woo, this is let's say this is Apple, for example, all right? Not a Apple, obviously, the stock Apple. So what if you do this? So this is a chart, and this is, for example, down here, it was $10, $15, and $20. So most people, what they would do, they would invest up here, woohoo! And then you would ask them, what strategy did you use? And they said, what do you mean strategy? I just invested. It looked at Apple, it looked fine, I invested, right? Let's see what happens. Whoa, the buy and pray strategy is it. And the buy and pray strategy is terrible because people just buy without knowing what they're supposed to do. So how about this? What if you have, let's say it goes up again like this, woo, and it's right here at the moment. What do? Well, we haven't come to the strategy section yet, so you don't know. But what if you knew, all right, so now I have a strategy. So I know when it's at this point, I'm going to wait for a certain level for it to drop. I know exactly where I'm going to enter, right? That was number 1, right? Number 1, where to enter. And where do you exit without loss? Well, depends. What is the rule? Maybe you say, great, in every single trade I'm doing. So in this scenario here, then let's just do this here. So if it goes down here, boom, takes you in, now you enter. What do you do next? Well, then you know, well, actually, Dennis, I have a stop loss below. So if it goes down there, I'm going to lose a little bit of money, but just a little bit of money. And then you know, all right, so If it then goes up 15% from this point, then you know I'm going to get out with a profit. No emotions, you know everything beforehand, which is key here. You really need to know that. You need to know this beforehand. That is crucial. So that is the answer to your question. Is the stock market risky? The answer is no. The question I want to have for you, are you risky? Now, comment below, what strategy are you using? All right, comment below, are you using a strategy? Maybe not yet, but you will, right? That's why you're here. And I really acknowledge you for that, for being here. And I really appreciate it as well. Because you are getting something that I did not have in the beginning, which is financial education as well. So well done you, right? If I could hit a like button on you, I would. But for now, maybe you can hit the like button if you like this content as well. So last thing I want to share on this is just that. So make sure you have the strategy. Make sure you write those 3 things down for now. And then we're going to come back with the actual strategy. So you have those. But don't do what most people do. They buy, invest, hope, and pray. Not a good strategy. Make sure you have a strategy that is proven, which means that someone has done it for like 20 years before, like Investment Mastery, and also that it works, right? It needs to make sense, it needs to work, but it also needs to have predefined rules. Very important. All right? So I do hope you enjoyed this video. I do hope you understand the concept of risk a little bit more. And make sure as well, if you like what you're seeing, make sure you press the subscribe button. And we're gonna dive deeper into the strategies, how you do this and that, open a broker. That's gonna come. But for now, we're teaching you the fundamentals in order for us to build the solid pillars. So now we're building that foundation for you. All right? So press the subscribe button, hit the like button, and comment below. How do you enjoy these videos? And what did you learn? Write the top 1 thing you learned. And if you can, if you remember, write the 3 things that you need, every strategy needs to have. Right? So let's see if you remember those things. It's going to be exciting to see in the chat. And obviously, I'm looking forward to seeing you in the next video.